What's up, guys? Artil Boy here. Today we're doing another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Cold Steel Smatchet machete. Let's begin. So I got this. Actually got this bad boy from 2016, basically alongside with the Special Forces shovel out there. Now I was wanting to get a smatchet for a long time, and since smatchets are pretty expensive out there, you can all know. And when I actually heard about this actually being made, basically the smatchet out there, I was basically saying, I may eventually get this thing. Well, finally did. So, now if you actually all saw the Kukri machete, which is pretty funny about that one, it actually had the same song and dance like the Cold Steel Kukri machete, which, not a terrible comparison, but it is kind of based the same. So let's do material out there. So sheath itself. Now this actually has like a closed-on snap-on buttons out there, rather for the handle, and one for probably just to. I find it very funny out there, believe it or not. Reason why? Because even with the snap-on button itself, which is made of nylon out there, with a piece of plastic, and of course basically buttons all over the thing, basically with the reinforced plastic on there. And when you actually take the smatchet out, you actually could do this. It's not even can damage the strap out there, or the little snap-on button out there. Of course, there's also the belt loop out there. Nylon belt loop out there just for your belt. And now let's talk about the machete itself. Now, this machete's handle is actually pretty decent out there. Of course, you can actually put a lanyard out there or paracord, so for things like paracord to basically wrap around your hand or something else out there. Of course, it has pretty much a handguard out there, polypropylene handles, just like the Cold Steel's, basically just like the previous reviews out there that I did with Cold Steel. Now, the material on the steel is 1055's carbon steel. Now, this, on the other hand, is not actually pretty special or different out there, because yeah, the original, or the one I had, or the one that you purchase out, or everyone can purchase, does not have like an actual edge on the back. It's basically a false edge out there. So yeah, I decided to basically sharpen that tip out, sharpen both edges out there. Basically sharpen the false edge out there. Basically now turning into nearly a double edged out there. And overall design on the basically based on the smatchet and even the bolo machete out there. Kind of that type of style out there. And then now for the blade itself. Blade wise, let's see. Blade wise is basic 13.5 inches. Meanwhile, for the handle, including its crossguard, basically of 5.5 inches. Meanwhile, the overall size is basically almost 19.5 inches. So let's test this bad boy out. So the results out there is, look at that. That's a pretty, like, destructive cut from the smatchet. But this one right here is, this one is almost clean. It's almost clean. So that's really good. For this one right here, that one's actually, again, pretty, like when you actually get cutting like that, this is probably know that the job is done. But for striking the bottle, I don't really think it really did work a lot better. Here's the damage of it. It actually must have almost cut the entire cap off. So that's kind of really noticeable. And then we get to the jug itself, which you could probably know. It could go through it, but I didn't have a pretty good reach. Well, I think that's kind of my fault on the mess. Like actually could have go closer to the thing and just go chopping the whole thing off. And it did pretty good over that overall. So I'm giving the Cold Steel Smatchet Machete an astounding of like a 9 out of 10. It actually is a pretty good piece to get, and since this one's, I would recommend this thing, but unfortunately this is another one of these pieces that were discontinued. But if you could find one of these, good luck. Good luck hunting one of these guys. So that wraps up the Cold Steel Smatchet Machete. I'm Boy, and I'm signing out. I'll see you guys next time.